The agency charged with administering the scandal-plagued $100 million sports grants program lodged a pre-election complaint about the way the Morrison Government was using it as a slush fund. The ABC can reveal for the first time how clubs were ranked under the contentious grants program and how embattled Deputy Nationals leader Bridget McKenzie ignored the advice of public servants in awarding funds across the country. Political editor Andrew Probyn has the exclusive details.
Sport Australia, which was administering the community sports grants program, had deep concerns about the meddling in the process, the political meddling. The independent agency had developed its own criteria to assess the merit of sports projects, but Sport Australia found that the recommendations it was presenting to the minister were being routinely ignored by the government, often in favour of projects in marginal electorates or target seats, so-called target seats. And the office of then Sports Minister Bridget McKenzie had been devising its own list of successful applicants, many of which were rated very low in the order of merit under Sport Australia's published criteria. Now, the ABC has seen emails from Sport Australia executives in which the agency lodges its concern that its independence is being compromised by the program. One email was sent by Sport Australia's Robin O'Neill to Bridget McKenzie's Chief of Staff, Richard Hyatt, in which he says the agency's actions are driven by our responsibility to provide the best advice to the minister, quote unquote. This email was written in March last year, just weeks before Scott Morrison called the election. Robin O'Neill from Sport Australia asks Richard Hyatt, the Chief of Staff to Bridget McKenzie, to note the concerns of Sport Australia. Now, I also understand that Sport Australia made known to the Minister's office verbally its concerns.
And the ABC has also obtained a document produced by Senator Mackenzie's office showing how these grants were awarded. What details are in there?
Yes, the ABC has obtained quite a remarkable document. It was authored in Bridget McKenzie's office from in about December 2018, or in December 18. You'll see this colour-coded according to electorates. Well, this bumper spreadsheet details the ranking of about 2,000 sports grants under the merit-based assessment that Sport Australia was following. But perhaps more importantly, it reveals the projects that the Minister's office decided should get funding and which wouldn't, at least in the first round. The top-ranked project out of about 2,000 here, assessed against Sport Australia's criteria, was in the seat of Gippsland, believe it or not, a roller derby upgrade. It was given a merit rating of 98%, but it didn't get a cent. By comparison, project in a marginal electorate of Latrobe, which involved an upgrade to female changing rooms, was ranked about 1,500th out of 2,000, but it got the maximum grant of $500,000. Its merit rating was 50%, half of the Gippsland project. The auditor-general looked at this program and he said if the grants had been awarded purely on merit, projects would have had ratings of about 74% and above. Now, we've got projects like the Coaldale Waves Football Club in the safe Labor health seat of Cunningham. Now, it missed out on $500,000 application to upgrade, again, facilities for female players. It scored 73 in the merit rating, but got 0. But there are other nuggets in this spreadsheet. There's been some focus of late on the Lilly-Pilly Football Club in Scott Morrison's electorate, which also received money under the program. Well, this document shows the club's project rated 77, so that was a project with merit, even by Sport Australia's assessment. And now, as for the Wangaratta Clay Target Club, well, they've got $36,000, a grant that's got Bridget McKenzie in some hot water, given she didn't declare her membership of that club. Well, that club scored 69 in the merit assessment, below the 74 threshold.
And Andrew, will this have any impact on Senator Mackenzie's tenure in Scott Morrison's ministry?
Well, let's remember a lot of sporting clubs and not-for-profit groups spent a good deal of time getting their funding applications together, but the sheer scale of political interference revealed in this document won't necessarily be what affects Senator Mackenzie's tenure. She insists that all projects that got funding were eligible and that she had a clear discretion to decide which ones should get funding under the programme. But Bridget McKenzie's future as a minister hangs on the findings of a report by Australia's top public servant, Phil Gaetjens, and that is into whether she breached ministerial standards by not properly declaring the gun club membership. And when you consider all of the political sins in these extraordinary documents, not declaring a gun membership seems rather minor.